I hope you enjoyed reading that blog post. It happens to be a topic which is obviously extremely timely in my life, because whenever I write, typically it's because I'm sharing something that I experienced. And I feel that if one person has an experience manifest in their world, there must be at least hundreds of thousands who could share in that experience. Whether it's happening in that exact moment, it happened in the past, or maybe it'll even happen in the future and people can be prepared for it. I feel that I need to be transparent with all of you, the identity revolutionists, so that in turn you are prepared or you can address things from the past so they no longer hinder or affect you today. But this concept of being exactly where you should be at all times is so simple, which is why it's profound. Because there are so many times in our lives, whether it's a relationship and a very difficult breakup, where we think to ourselves like, oh my gosh, how could I move on? How can I have closure? But if we allow ourselves to be open to the possibility that that event took place to get us to where we are today, and we accept it, yet we're not passive, we're still aware and conscious, well then in turn, we can begin to manifest whatever it is that we truly desire. But this is all encompassing. So I know this is a difficult time for employment. And if you just got laid off, you're exactly where you should be at all times. Maybe there's a better opportunity out there. Maybe you'll create an opportunity. I don't know what it is for you. But like I talked about in the last blog post, everything is how it is. And then our context, the story we attach to what is, becomes decisive. It then manifests. So if you're currently unemployed, or you just got into a relationship and it broke up, and you feel it's really stuck in your existence, you decide what story you want to tell yourself. Is this a story of living a life of limitless possibility, where anything and everything can now manifest because you're free to experience life and become a full expression of yourself? Or are you a victim? You choose which story resonates best. With regards to Brandentity, I need to let you know something, the inside scoop. As a result of everything I've experienced over my life, I'm about to make an announcement, probably within the next 2 weeks, that I am overjoyed. I am so enthusiastic about, I'm bursting at the seams. It is the manifestation of all of my dreams, and it will allow me to stay on purpose, congruent, and mission-driven with regards to this identity revolution. It's an unbelievable opportunity, and I feel so fortunate that I attracted it into my life. But what I recognize, like the theme of this blog post, is that we are always exactly where we should be at all times. Without every single experience, the good and the challenging, I wouldn't be where I am today, ready to take the identity revolution to the next level. It just wouldn't happen. So I feel so fortunate as to everything that has taken place, whether it was just last year, with regards to the difficulty I experienced, or just throughout my entire life. Because I have finally come to terms with the fact that we are always exactly where we should be at all times. So what does this mean to you? How does this relate in your life? Do you feel stuck in your existence in a particular area, or maybe even more than one? Well, what I encourage you to do is to do some soul searching and begin to recognize what that event was and what it meant, and what has it now enabled you to do in your current form. I promise you, and I guarantee, that if you allow yourself to be this vulnerable and transparent with yourself, the outcome will be enlightening and empowering, and it will drive you to manifest whatever desire is on the horizon. So thank you for being you. I apologize for not writing for the past few weeks. It has been exciting, yet busy and challenging, and many emotions have surfaced, but there will be more consistency as we move forward. I promise you that, and get ready for an incredible announcement, because the identity revolution is about to take on an entirely new form and reach a new echelon in its existence. And that's the direct result of all of you and your commitment as the revolutionists, the pioneers of this movement. So thank you again for all that you do, and begin to do some soul searching and recognize that you are always exactly where you should be at all times.